Hello, beautiful. Welcome to the Embodiment of Her, your favorite channel to get glow up tips and tricks to become a better, more elevated version of you. Today, we have a great episode. I'm just going to be going over a great nighttime routine. I know a lot of you girls have been thinking maybe you guys have somewhat of a night routine, but you just wanted to kind of create a more structured routine that you can follow, something that encompasses mental health, intelligence, and just glowing up your beauty as well. So let's dive on into it. The very first thing that I want you to do when you're getting ready to do your nighttime routine is to go over your plans for the next day. And the reason why I want you to do this is because the best way to set up and have an amazing day, it starts the night before. You want to know what it is that you're going to be partaking in, what your goals are for the following day, so that way you have a seamless list of tasks that you know that you're going to be completing. I also want you to set out your clothes for the following day. So whether that's your gym outfits, your work outfits, even if you're just staying in the house, just knowing what it is that you're going to put on. So that way you don't have to spend some time thinking about it, wasting your time, and just making sure that your following day will be much easier. Now, I want to talk about mindset a bit. After you've made your plans for the following day, you've set out your clothes, I want you to now to take some time to center yourself with a visualization track, even here on YouTube, literally just searching up a visualization. And the reason why I want you to do this is because by listening to a visualization audio, it allows you to get into a centered space where you're able to think about what it is that you're trying to obtain, whether that's your goals, whether it's your glow up, whether you're just learning about what it is that you want to change or obtain. It really just allows you to have a tunnel vision for your goals, and making sure that you're centering yourself right before bed allows you to kind of just reflect on that and keeps you motivated on what it is that you want to do. I also want you to do 2 journal prompts every single night. And the reason why is because it's super important for you to know yourself. More than anything else, it's extremely important for you to know your flaws, your strengths, what you need to improve on, how you relate to others, what you're trying to obtain. All of these are crucial into cultivating who you are as a person and allowing you to streamline and reach your goals, right? If you're looking to connect, whether that's building platonic relationships or romantic ones, you can only connect with other people as much as you've connected with yourself. So it's extremely important to know yourself, go deep within, and it'll allow you to bring up certain things that maybe have been in the shadows, you haven't been addressing, and that'll just allow you to make some breakthroughs and progress further in your life. I also want you to partake in 30 minutes of daily reading. Now, obviously, reading has so many benefits. You're one, expanding your knowledge, and it doesn't necessarily need to be a self-help book or a finance book or a tech book. It can be anything, but reading is fundamental in cultivating not only improving your vocabulary, but just your knowledge overall. It just allows you to speak on a wide variety of topics and just improving your overall functionality, your communication. All of that improves when you read. You're learning more, you're expanding your creativity. There's just so many pros to reading. In fact, the average millionaire or billionaire, in fact, reads at least 12 books a year, and I don't think the average person even reads one, right? So if you want to be a part of the top percent, you really want to glow up, especially in that mental department, then reading is essential. So the book that I'm reading currently right now is Dr. Joe Dispenza's Becoming Supernatural. So if that's something that you're into with self-help, then I would definitely recommend it. And I will be doing a book video coming up soon with certain books that all you girls should be reading to level up your mind in self-development, finance, and even more. So stay tuned for that. Now, after you've reflected on the following day, you've centered yourself, you've done your visualization, you've done your journaling prompts, you've read, now I want you to do your hygiene. And If you are able to, I completely understand. Not everyone is able to afford certain things, but if you are interacting with other people, even if you are not, and you just want to make sure that your oral health is up to par, you need to make sure that you brush, you floss, you tongue scrape. These are essential. Oral health, when it's not kept up to par, leads to a whole host of other diseases. You don't want to have that affect you. On top of that, your teeth is one of the first things people notice about you. So make sure that you're taking pride in yourself and taking pride in your oral health. Make sure you don't need to go and get the most expensive electric toothbrush. Literally go to the dollar store. Get one. Use floss, get in between your teeth. A lot of people think they don't need to floss if they just brush. That is not true. That is false. Your toothbrush only gets so much of your teeth. Your floss is really going to go in there and get deep all that gunk out of the gum line, right? And that's extremely important. If you don't do that, that's how you get a lot of cavities. So make sure that's up to par. Tongue scrape gets that gunk off your tongue and allows your toothpaste to penetrate further when you go ahead and brush. And it's also been shown to be extremely beneficial for your gut health, getting that gunk out of there. So make sure you do that. And an added bonus, although not needed, is mouthwash. I think it's great, keeps your breath fresh. Even in between the day, maybe you don't want to brush your teeth again after you've brushed it earlier and you don't want to, walk around with a little funky breath. Just go ahead and do a quick rinse with some mouthwash. It's essential. And keep some floss, maybe a little mouthwash bottle and some little toothbrush. There's little miniature toothbrushes that are great that you can use throughout the day. So let's say you're out and about, you're at work, you're going to dinner, you're going to brunch, and you just want to pop something in or get something out of your teeth. It's perfect for that as well. Now let's go on into skincare. So I know we live in the world of hyper consumerism, especially if you're in North America or a first world country, but I'm here to tell you that you do not need a 10-care skincare system. Okay, you need literally the basics, which is a solid cleanser. Some people even like to use unfragrant soaps, such as Dove or Dial, which is lower cost soaps that you can literally get anywhere, even the dollar store, right? But you literally just need a cleanser special for your skin. So if you have oily skin, maybe looking for a cleanser that has maybe AHAs, BHAs, salicylic acid is probably great for you. If you have drier skin, maybe using something that's more tailored to that, right? A toner, although isn't necessary, definitely a great addition to your skincare system. A moisturizer, which is great. I know a lot of people who have more oilier skin tend to avoid this, but it also adds a seamless glow to your face. And sometimes for some people, their skin appears oily because their skin is trying to accommodate for the lack of moisture by producing additional sebum. So definitely make sure that you're using a moisturizer. It also works as a great base for your makeup if you want. And lastly, serums. So I love serums specifically from The Ordinary. Some of my favorite serums come from that brand, but explore some serums, explore some different vitamin C's, things of that nature that can give your skin an additional boost, an additional glow. And there's nothing wrong with just trying and figuring out what works best for you. You might end up loving the way it makes your skin look and feel. And I do want to hint on the importance of showering. I know a lot of people shower a lot in the day or, maybe just at night. I personally shower twice a day because I get my workouts in during the morning. And when I come back home, let's say, I've been out and about, I just cannot jump into the bed with just the feeling of not showering after being in the outside world. It just seems so gross to me. So I have to do 2 showers a day, me personally. But I think that if you have access to running water, you're able to afford it, you should shower at least once a day. Keep yourself clean, keep yourself, fresh, smelling good. You don't want to be that person that's interacting with people and, you smell a little funky now. You don't want to be known as that person, okay? But when you're showering, you don't have to exfoliate necessarily every day with an exfoliant or a body scrub, but at least I would say like twice a week is really, really good, especially if you have issues with like ingrown hairs and things of that nature. And then just making sure that after you shower, you go in with a nice lotion. Aveeno, I've probably mentioned this before, is like one of my favorites. If you live in a region that's cold for a majority of the year, you need this lotion. Seal it in with a body oil, something like that, another cream. I promise you, your skin is going to look supple, soft, and stay hydrated. So those are my tips, my steps for having a nice structured nighttime routine. Feel free to mix things up. Maybe do your shower before you do your visualizations or go over your plans, right after you've done your journaling. Whatever works for you. But I want to emphasize the importance of creating a structure within your nighttime routine to set yourself up for success, especially for the following day. So I can't wait to hear what you girls have been implementing. What are you incorporating into your nighttime routine? And if there's anything I missed, I want to know, what is the structure of your nighttime routine? What do you do? Let me know down below in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.